Hi everyone, I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back to our regular community. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin currently trading at 47,070, up 0.39%. Ethereum trading at 3107, up 0.18%. Look at Sol, it's got Sol, it's up 19.52%. Way to go, Sol. My goal is to assist you to be more of a financial blessing and create real wealth for yourself and those you love. I've hidden knowledge gems throughout this video. Unless you watch to the end, you'll miss them. See how many you can find. Rule 774, master yourself to master the markets. This isn't just true about markets, trading and investing. It's also true about life. The more self-mastery you have, the better your life is. When we look at KS zone analysis, it's all about mastery. KS zone analysis are the 4 stages that all investors and traders progress through to become consistently profitable and attain real wealth. When you look at the fear zone, the first zone, that's when you just start trading and investing. We move across to the blame zone, zone 2, and it takes a lot of courage. Zone 3 is the patience and rule zone, where we use probabilistic fearlessness. Zone 4 is the meaning zone. It's all about inner peace and outer peace, fulfillment. Zone 4 is the highest zone that can be attained. It's all about mastery. Moving from zone 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 is all about mastery. Where zone 1 is all about fear, zone 2 is all about anger. Blame is just a form of anger expressing itself. Mark Twain said it really well. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than anything on which it is poured. When you have anger, it literally eats you alive. Anger is a really, really negative emotional state. When it comes to trading and investing, anger is also a highly loss-bound state as well. One of the fastest ways to lose money is to trade or invest out of anger. I don't think Buddha was actually referring to trading and investing, but Buddha said, you will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. It is very true. Anger is very problematic in life, but especially in investing and trading. It's always really important to understand the driver of anger. Anger is fear exploding outwards. If you understand the catalyst that causes anger, it's just some form of fear. If you confront that fear, understand it, work through it, you won't be angry. I'd like to thank the community members who have been very generous and reached out and bought me a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/cryptotradingks. I really appreciate it, and I love your comments. They really touch my heart. Thank you so much. Every month I'll bring out a special video just for the coffee club. It will be some special insight, just my way of saying thank you. Rule 174, the T-cube method, trend, timing and trigger. We're going to look at timing now. We use Rule 1122, the KS method for timing. In the trend we zoomed out. Now we're going to zoom in through Rule 172. The first thing we do is look at the news headlines as though we're a new person to crypto, new to trading and investing. We're trying to figure out if a new person would see these headlines as positive or negative. Bitcoin and Ethereum turn red. Ooh, that's not good. Sol rallies. Ooh, you gotta have Sol. That's kinda nice. Top cryptocurrency prices today. XRP and DOGE fall. Oh no, they're falling. Ooh, Solana is gaining. Go Sol again. NGO Bitcoin Argentina workshop saving in dollar on chain. Saving? It's got to be good. Citigroup to offer clients Bitcoin futures. They're offering clients? Well, that's nice. Cuba to recognize and regulate cryptocurrencies. Oh, that's pretty interesting. That's a big piece of signal, isn't it? That's not noise. Billboard calls out Alabama senator for blocking what? Oh yeah, that naughty guy, I heard about him. Forex dollar awaits Powell's remarks as hawks. Ooh, what is a hawk? Early tapering? Something to do with what? Taper? Singapore. I know what taper is, don't worry. We can discuss it in future videos on trend. Singapore, Myanmar, Invesco pivots to cryptocurrency mining. Ooh, it's pivoting. That's awesome. And a thing I don't know how to read. If only we could translate this into English. But okay, I don't really see Bitcoin as investment. Oh, that wasn't really worth it, was it? That's so negative. What is this guy? Who is this person? That doesn't matter. Jim Cramer suggests 5% allocation to crypto. Ooh, Jim is a pretty cool guy. If he's suggesting it, I must do it. Okay, I'm in. Where's the buy button? We can see basically these news headlines are really quite positive. Citigroup offering clients Bitcoin futures trading is great. Cuba, wow, that's phenomenal. The next thing we do is look at investment substitutability. S&P 500, the proxy for stocks, up 28%. Poor old gold down 8% for the past 12 months. Bitcoin up 312%. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Quite a few community members reached out to me today and said, Ken, what is the compound annual growth rate of Bitcoin? Is it over 200%? And I said, oh, okay, that's pretty easy. We actually go through it every single day. That's the CAGR, just here, CAGR. And you can see it down here, compound annual growth rate. The CAGR really depends on what period of time you're looking at. Over the past 10 years, Bitcoin grew 136% every year for the past 10 years. 9 years, 154% every year for the past 9 years. You can see the only time it's been over 200% is just in the past year. I hope that helps answer those questions. Checking out the Bitcoin stablecoin supply ratio SSR oscillator, we can see when the SSR oscillator comes up, price comes up. When it comes down, price can still come up, but it's weakening. That's really what is associated with this sell-off. So it's really important to see where the SSR is going. At the moment, it's going up quite well. It's supporting price. Open interest is also a key driver of price. We can see the open interest starting to come down. That's moving with price. That's to be expected. Rule 302, study the top. This is a really, really important rule, not just in investing and trading, but also in life. The more top people you can study, the better it is. And of course, in investing and trading, especially in crypto, it's the leaders of sectors, industries. Particularly with crypto, it's total market cap, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's have a look at crypto total market cap across 11,424 cryptos. Currently, we're at $1.993 trillion. When you look at this chart, it is literally 11,424 cryptos moving as one chart. It gives you an understanding what is happening inside the engine of crypto. Now, what do you see when you look at this chart? What I see is that there is resistance coming up here. It's been resistance for about 3 days. There were similar periods of around 3 days resistance back here and back here at the start of August, midway in August, and now towards the end of August. 24-hour liquidations were 334.6 million, occurring across 97,608 traders. 61.1% of those liquidations across the last 12 hours were long. Turning to Binance derivatives, 24-hour trading volume was 78.1 billion, for our open interest was 10.6 billion. Bitcoin, the change in the derivatives contract over the past 24 hours, for Bitcoin, it's 0.3%. Ethereum is currently 0%. The top movers, Sol 19.1%, SRM 12.1%, SFP 11.5%, and LRC 9.1%. There's not a lot of coins moving in the market at the moment. Total crypto market cap has given us a really good understanding of the resistance inside the market. And we understand Rule 45. No alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. We need to see what Bitcoin is doing because it moves the entire crypto market. We can see Bitcoin is under resistance, but it's also heading towards this support. It's trying to get across to the other side of that resistance and turn it to support. Currently, Bitcoin is trading at 47,090. It's just below resistance at 47,206, support below 46,566, 45,830, 45,268, and the psychological 45,000. Our community is really aware that price moves in waves. It's a really important concept to understand. Price is always going down, then up, then down. It's just a wave. We're not concerned by this kind of price action. The number two that we must look at is Ethereum. Ethereum is also a wildly favorite community requested alt. Okay, Ethereum is currently trading at 30.99. It's literally just at support. What I see here when I look at this particular chart, there is a level of resistance that is not broken yet. I also see this upward support has been broken. Ethereum is under that resistance. But there, however, is another level of support coming in here that will activate around the 29.88 mark. Further levels of support below 29.08, 28.48, and strong support at 27.96. We can see Bitcoin's price action, Bitcoin's fingerprint in the background here. Look at how it follows the direction. Ethereum moves up when Bitcoin moves up. Ethereum moves down when Bitcoin moves down. They of course move in different percentages. Sometimes there's lags, but the important thing is no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. That's why it's so important to analyze Bitcoin's price action and its overall trend. Now let's zoom out a little bit when it comes to Bitcoin's price action. Fear and greed in the market at the moment is 71. One thing I noted quite a few days ago, I said whenever we get extreme greed feelings in the market, we just look back to past price action. What happens? There tends to be a correction, just a short-term one. Extreme greed tends to occur as price rallies up and there's a lot of profit in the market. The shorts come in and say, that's pretty yummy, I'll have some of that profit, thank you very much. And they do tend to do it. The fear and greed reading is 71, signifying greed right now. Turning to futures and options, the perpetual futures are short right now. Let's have a look at the options. The put-call ratio is 0.62. Total open interest, 37,607.3. And the max pain level has increased $2,000 to $44,000. You can see here that we've been tracking the max pain level. A lot of commentators say the price gravitates towards the max pain level. We kind of know that's not exactly correct. Max pain has been underneath Bitcoin and just tends to shoot up to around Bitcoin's current price when it gets very close. But as always, we don't make any blanket assumptions. We just let price prove itself out. A couple of other things to discuss here. Bitcoin is currently 27.58% below its all-time high. we look at the relative strength. We've had a decrease in relative strength at the moment. It's also important to monitor open interest on the perpetuals and the traditional futures on USDT. Why is that? USDT is a stable coin. Increased regulation can put stable coins in some degree of jeopardy. If that happens, we're going to be the first ones to find out because we track literally everything. Right now, you can see open interest on the perpetuals is pretty much the same as it's been. And open interest on the futures, likewise, there is no problem. When there's a problem, we'll see billions of dollars in open interest. We're currently seeing under 60 million. It's literally nothing. One final thing I'd like to share with you. You see this red line? That's the 200-day moving average. You see Bitcoin's price has come down to around where the 200-day moving average is. It's being supported above the 200-day moving average. Let's keep our eye on that. 200-day moving average can be significant from time to time. Let's analyze Ethereum. We can see Ethereum's price action is 33.56% below the previous all-time high. Let's look at the futures and options. The perpetual futures are short at the moment. Put-call ratio is 0.83. Total open interest, 243,737. The amount of Ethereum burned since EIP 1559 was introduced is currently $334 million. The max pain level for Ethereum remains at $2,800. We can see the RSI. It's been losing strength recently. It's following this trend line down. When the trend starts to get over that resistance and start to improve, we can see Ethereum's price improving. Let's look at the flippening. The really critical thing here is market cap. At the moment, Ethereum is 41.2% of Bitcoin's market cap. Until we get over 100%, there is no flippening. That's the most important metric. You can see that there are certain things like transaction count, transaction volume, and total transaction fees, where Ethereum exceeds or has flipped Bitcoin. But the really important thing is market capitalization. Let's look at the top 7 and the percentage movers over the past 24 hours and 7 days. Let's have a look at the top 7. Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, Binance Coin, THETA, XRP, and DOGE. The greatest 24-hour percent gainers are Weave, Solana, Celo, Nano, Terra, Thorchain, and Telcoin. The greatest 7-day percent gainers, AVAX, Tezos, Telcoin, Rev, Engine, XMR, and Sol. The greatest percentage losses, Mana, Dash, Near, XDC, Siacoin, Zec, and Digibyte. Greatest 7-day percent losses, Audio, XDC, Sushi, Clay, GRT, SHIB, and Phantom. It's also really helpful to note the change in open interest. We can see the change in open interest plus 27.1% for Sol, and the according price over here 18.9% up. Axie Infinity plus 2.3%, Luna 13.8% up, FTT 7.2%. It's really important that we don't go too far out the top 100. If you do, maybe you will find that you'll lose your money. There's a lot of problems with a lot of coins and tokens. Just be careful out there. Let's turn now to the top 8. This is realistically all about Rule 109, enhancing your pattern recognition skills. It's really important to be able to understand the patterns that you're looking at. Okay, what are these things telling us? We're looking at the weekly chart now. The weekly chart shows us all of this. This is for Bitcoin. The 3-day chart will zoom into this area. We'll look at the 4-hour chart, which will zoom into immediate price action. What we can see over the weekly chart, There's a lot of support underneath for Bitcoin. We're in a clear uptrend. What do we see for Ethereum? Ethereum has a clear uptrend too. Positive air, looking really good. ADA, Cardano, positive uptrend. Binance Coin, positive uptrend and positive air there. XRP, it's retested the support, bounced. What do we see for DOGE? DOGE has unfortunately cut through that support line. It's now resistance. But keep your eye on DOGE. DOGE has an enormous amount of power inside it. DOT, we can see this support line and price maintaining that upward support. What about Sol? Sol has done incredibly well and it's off on a rocket. Now we're going to zoom into the 3-day view like this. On the 3-day view, we can see Bitcoin is currently being supported. It has an upward support line here. Ethereum is seeking to break through that resistance. We notice on ADA, Cardano, one level of support, a higher level of support, a third level of support. It's in all probability going to come back and retest the second support level. We may see a very quick wick down to test around the $2.40 mark or even $2.36, and then potentially just a retesting of this top and then a blow up. Blow up means it goes up very quickly, not it blows up. Bitcoin, Binance Coin has really good support here. Let's have a look at XRP. Really good support. That secondary level of support is just being tested right now. Doge, good primary support. Secondary support turned into resistance. It's coming back, probably to test around the 2278 mark. What do we see on DOT? Very nice support, but just broken below it. Sol, very, very strong support and a lot of positive air. Let's zoom into the 4-hour. That gives us a much better appreciation of immediate price action. We can see on Bitcoin, the support price is just below support, but seeking to get above it. There is definitely resistance above. Ethereum is below resistance. Cardano is below resistance. Having a look at Binance Coin, it is also below resistance. XRP is above support here. Doge is below resistance and coming up to this particular area around 2450 has very strong support in there. It's good if you can identify it with your eye. DOT, look at this strong channel of support. It's just testing it right now. DOT's going to do quite well. It's showing so much strength. Sol, taken off like a rocket. We have so many people in the community reaching out asking for their coins to be analyzed. I thought of a fairly good way to do that. I hope you like it. Please let me know in the comments what coins you want to be analyzed. I'll do my best. I don't necessarily say that I can do them in the very next episode. It really comes down to rotating and being fair to all the community members. Of course, the more favorite a coin is, the higher the probability that I can do that one first. So please let me know. Don't be quiet about it. If you want XRP to be analyzed, for example, just put XRP in the comment. You can do that on Twitter, in Discord, Facebook, private message me, whatever you like. It's no problem. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, let's go through some community favorites. I have Bitcoin in the corner here, because Bitcoin's price action is always fingerprinting other alts. So we need to be aware of how Bitcoin is moving. Let's have a look at COTI. COTI just took off, literally just went up like a rocket, literally a rocket. What do we know about sharp spikes? What do they tend to do? Yes, they reverse, they reflect to the downside and also to the upside. But COTI is showing tremendous strength here. Very good. Well done, COTI lovers. VeChain. Let's have a look at VeChain. It's just under resistance. It has a resistance line here. When it passes around the 13-cent mark, it's going to it will have repaired technical damage. Let's have a look at Luna. Luna has very nice support coming up through here and a secondary level of support. Let's check out how it goes. We know the total market has resistance above. That's why it's so important to look at total crypto market cap. Let's have a look at STORJ. STORJ is doing really well. It's just popping between these particular resistance and support lines. DigiByte has just broken through that support. It's turned to resistance. Mana, Decentraland, is showing positive air. It is above support. Icon, what's Icon doing? What's ICX up to? It's basically just below resistance, but it's been doing so well. Let's have a look at a couple more community favorites. Again, we always have Bitcoin here playing in the side so you can refer back to it. This is all about your pattern recognition skills. The better your pattern recognition, the better your profitability will be, especially in crypto. Let's have a look at MATIC. We can see MATIC has strong support below. It also has a higher level of support that was just breached. As soon as we get above this resistance line, if you just drew one in with your eyes, the repair will be around the $1.50 mark. As soon as we get above that, it's kind of looking good for MATIC. It won't be problematic. THETA, what are we seeing in THETA? It's crossed below this once support turned into resistance. We see Chainlink. A very good thing to understand, these lines are actually drawn from higher time frames. That's why on lower time frames they get moved around just a little bit. They don't often touch where they should, but just to be aware is good. Chainlink is below resistance. Let's now have a look at Quant. Quant has a support level here. We can clone that up to reflect another support level. Price is just above that support. Let's check out KSM. Kasama has a very nice support line coming through here. Price has just turned that into resistance. We'll see how things play out. We know that when Bitcoin repairs, and it's in the right place in the trend to do so, these are just really good dollar cost averaging buy positions. Let's have a look at ZIL. ZIL is pretty much at support. Let's have a look at Telcoin. Telcoin is just below that resistance, but coming up, seeking to make it support. Just a reminder, if you want your coins to appear in that list, please let me know. I will just go through the comments and try to find the most requested coins. So even if your coins are requested, if you don't keep requesting them, another coin may come in and knock it out of the analysis. Just wanted to let you know. Please let me know through the comments what you would like. Out of the community requests, I'll just pick two for deep dives. Cardano is currently trading at 2,610. It has support below at 2,574, 2,500, 2,470, which was the previous all-time high, 2,404, 2,327, and 2,245. We can see that ADA came through this previous all-time high, blasted up, nearly got through the $3 mark, and is retracing back to the previous all-time high. This is quite normal price action. It catches a lot of people off guard because they think the price, when it gets into price discovery, is just going to keep going forever. We know inside our community, price is always moving in a wave. We can see this level of resistance playing down here. What's price doing? It's over to the right-hand side of that resistance. It's now turning it into support. It's pretty early days, but that is a really, really good sign. What do we notice about Bitcoin's fingerprint? Bitcoin is improving as well. Look at Bitcoin coming up. This is the way that you can tell what is happening to your beloved alts. Have a look at Bitcoin's fingerprint. It's really important. Another community favorite is ICX, Icon. Icon is still below its resistance. This quite strong support here, price is a little bit below that now, but it's coming up to a level of structural support and it has bounced from there. ICX is currently 1,311, support below 1,258, 1,228, 1,177. We can see that when Icon gets above this particular resistance line, which was support for quite a long time, that will happen at around the 1,388 mark. We also noted that Icon actually traded below that support line here, so that's absolutely fine. You can see that Icon's price actually improved since then. In situations as like this, we can actually clone this line and put it underneath. Let me do that for you. Here you go. We won't make it the same thickness as this very strong support now resistance level. We'll just make it lighter, but it does give us a guide. We can see ICX has pretty much bounced from that support level. There's a bit of a confluence in different support levels through here. Let's see how ICX goes. The critical thing, when it gets above 1,388, I think it's going to do really well. We noticed with ICX previously that there was a spiky behavior to this. This is a really fun coin to trade. I'm not currently in ICX. I know a lot of the community are, but if you are in ICX looking for those sharp spikes downwards, just as we had sharp spikes upwards, is a very, very clever way to lower your average buy price, placing your orders down where you don't expect them to be filled, depending of course on the fees. That's really important, but that can be a great way to lower your average buy price, buying by layers or layer buying. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing this video if you think it will help others. Thank you to our moderators and admins for keeping our community safe from scammers. Please say hi and let me know where you're viewing from and if you have any questions. If you would like updates on price movements in the crypto market, please subscribe to YouTube, and you can join us on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. I've left details in the description of this video. Crypto is volatile. Please prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.